Okay, so I'm officially recording for tonight's leadership call. So if you guys can too, I'm gonna post something in the leadership chat. I want to know your activity, but it's certain things that I'm looking to hear from you. So just be on the lookout for that from the leadership chat so you can tell me specifically what your goals are. Because remember, as a leader, it's always about setting goals. It's always about, having that accountability. Because if you have a goal, at least progression is happening as you're working towards the goal. Okay. So with that being said, one of the first things that I wanted to make mention of, I know I put in the chat earlier asking about if you had team names. So I wanted to kind of give you all the overall vision and how everything works with the Helping Families movement. So the Helping Families movement is just that. It is a movement. That is not the name of my team. That is not the name of Marquita's team. My team is called Pips to Freedom. Her team is Liquid Gold Society. But we had the similar mission of helping families. And what our initial goal was to create a space that other leaders can connect and partner with us and be able to elevate at a faster pace by creating a system that we can make sure that we're easily able to plug people in and help them get jump started while we continue to grow. And so one of the things that Marquita and I are currently working on now, we're actually in the process of redoing the team site. So the helpingfamilies.team, that is being redone because now that we have people joining who may do Forex, some may do options, some may do crypto, we want to make sure that we are able to target each and every one of those particular people to make sure that we can get them set up properly. So for a while, the focus has solely been Forex, but now as we continue to evolve as a unit, as a movement, we want to make sure that we can help accommodate. And so the whole purpose of the site and the whole ecosystem, if you will, is to help each and every one of you on the line be able to run to chairman and have that extra support, because it's nothing like being able to enroll somebody, get them their setup steps, make sure they're good, but then they have comfort in knowing that there's a movement of 200, 300 plus people that if I have a question, someone is there to help. So our goal is to help everybody. And, it's nothing like an Alex to be able to come in and answer a question for Sacagawea, even though I enroll her or so forth. And so that was our goal, is to help, create a seamless system. But of course, there are going to be some things that we need you to do as leaders as well to help make sure, everything flows. And Freddi has been the epitome of this example. So that's why I asked her to come on, and she's going to be talking a little bit from a leadership standpoint and as well as team management and, what that should look like and how you all can help and seeing the bigger picture, where that's concerned. So I think that's what I wanted to say where that's concerned. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So for those of you all, once you get to platinum, so we're in the process of redoing presentations and stuff like that. So our thing is we want each of you all who have decided on a team name or have a team already, we want you to represent your team. But there is an advantage of leveraging Helping Families. And so this is what I want you to understand. Whether you do, we created Helping Families flyers to kind of, put something across the board. So you can, we didn't put any team names on it. So like when I use that flyer to welcome somebody, I'm going to put Pips to Freedom on it because that's my team. So if Tashana used that flyer, she puts Royal Profit Investment Group as the, on there. So what it does is it brands you as yourself, but then shows you're part of Helping Families. Legit true story. Yesterday, somebody reached out to me and they were like, I see this whole Helping Families thing and such and such told me about this, but I want to join with you because I want to be part of Helping Families. But I was like, well, this person is actually part of Helping Families. So Helping Families actually helps you leverage. So even in all of your branding and everything that you do, like we want you to promote, but if people know that you're connected, like, I mean, I'm not saying, Helping Families needs to be the forefront of everything. But like, for example, and I'll post this in the group, so you can see it as an example of how you can leverage. Represent yourself. But when people know you're a part of something, you can probably close them better if they know, man, I get access to all this stuff Because one of the things that we're doing, which is why I asked for your group names, is on our website and on our presentation, as people hit 600 and as people start developing their team names, they're going to be on the presentation and website, all of the groups that are under the Helping Families movement, that have partnered with the Helping Families movement. So people know whether I join Jackie's team or whether I join Sacagawea's team, I don't have to join Camille's team. I don't have to join Marquita's team. I can join Freddi's team, because I'm going to get the same love and the same support regardless. And so that's what we want to make sure y'all understand, so that y'all can leverage it from that standpoint. Like the movement itself is just saying, this is our movement. We're all partnering with each other. And so it's a multiplicity of trading groups within the movement, but we all work together for the common goal. So I just wanted to make sure that I laid that out and understand. Now, if you don't want a team name, you don't have to create a team name. It's just something some people desire to do, and we encourage it. The reality is, for the Helping Families movement, Pips to Freedom, everybody on Pips to Freedom, everybody here is on my team, period. But some people are not on Marquita's team. Some people are not on Freddi's team. But Marquita gonna help you just as well as Freddi gonna help you just as well. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the benefit of being connected and people knowing that you're connected, because now you have support from up lines, down lines, side lines. And so that's the whole vision and mission of the Helping Families movement, to bring people who may not necessarily be directly connected together to still accomplish a common cause. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So I'm gonna get ready to turn it over to Freddi. And so Freddi has some things from leadership standpoint, as I mentioned, that she is gonna be sharing. And then also just remember to put your goals in the chat. I'm about to post the questions of what I'm looking for this week, as far as what your goals are. Also, if you have not seen it, we posted it yesterday, but I know most of the team gets quiet on Saturdays. We actually have a challenge that is going on until Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Marquita or myself will repost the link. But what we're doing right now is we're doing an enrollment challenge. So anybody, the first 3 people by Tuesday at noon that enroll 5 people, they're going to each receive $100 in Bitcoin. Okay. And it's really, really powerful. To people, $100 doesn't seem like a lot. But when you look at Bitcoin and how Bitcoin works and moves, it's literally like, let's just say right now, $100 in Bitcoin, it doesn't seem like a lot because Bitcoin is at $9,100. But when I did the math, let me see if I can redo the math, because I want you to kind of understand what this could mean for you. Okay. And I mean, I even encourage you, even with what I'm about to say, I even encourage you to actually, start saving Bitcoin on a continual basis anyway. But it won't let me pull it up. But yesterday, what I calculated was, even with that $100 in Bitcoin, they're predicting that Bitcoin is going to get up to roughly $250,000 by 2022. So if that same $100 that you held there, to 2022, and it hits the $250,000 mark they're predicting, that $100 just grew to $2,800 for you. You see what I'm saying? And so you want to make, so it's definitely a great thing to accomplish. But then also the person that gets to 10 enrollments, they're going to get an iPad from me. So y'all, anybody who know me know I love technology. Like, I just gave away some AirPods today. I just got somebody gifted me with some AirPods, and I gave away some AirPods, and I'm all technology, anything that can help enhance your business, enhance your trading. So I just want to make sure that I throw that out there so that y'all are aware. So if you've enrolled anybody since yesterday, make sure that you submit those people on the actual link, and then even tell your team members who may not be in the leadership groups yet that, this is on the table for them. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and get ready to turn it over to Freddi. So Freddi, can you hear me? Are you out there? I see you. Okay. So I'm going to make you the host so that you'll be able to share and everything, but I'm here, so I'll let you take it away.
Okie dokie. Thanks, Mill. Thanks, guys, for coming on to this leadership call. And I want to echo everything that Camille said. I want to say that I absolutely love what they have created with this Helping Families movement. And as we get into it, you guys will understand why. A lot of you guys are are just kind of coming in to um, this space. We've been here for, me and my husband have been in this space for a little while. So can you see my screen, Mill?
Yes.
So a lot of you guys have just come into this space, and you're just getting acquainted with, the way everything is. You're trying to wrap your minds around this language of wealth, and it is a new language, okay? And learning something new, just like if you were trying to learn Spanish, you've never seen that before. That is not your native tongue, okay? If your native tongue is not Spanish, it's English. That's your language. You're going to need the structure and the help, and I really do appreciate Camille and Marquita for creating system to try to help to give us a little bit more leverage to grow. Okay, so first I want to talk about the importance of plugging in, and I'm gonna be really transparent on this leadership call with you guys, because like I said, we've been in this space for a while, and we've been through some ups and downs, and not because of the space or the information that was given, because the knowledge that is before you guys is something that I feel like everybody needs to know. Okay, so it's very important for you guys to make sure that everybody is getting plugged in and being plugged in the right way. Okay, so I'll just say it like this. I always say, like, you can be plugged into something. Just think of it as an appliance. You can plug something in, but if it's plugged in incorrectly, if it's not plugged in the right way, then it's not going to receive the full benefit of that power source. Okay, and I think of Helping Families like a power source, or the extra surge that we need to help us win. Okay, and so if something is not connected properly, if it's not, connected the right way, sometimes then, you can have those, that loss of connection, or that thing that causes it not to run the way that it should run. Okay. So it's very important for us as people are coming in, and I believe that there's going to be a surge and, a great demand for this information, because I'm looking at what's going on. So as people begin to come in, we want to make sure that people are getting plugged into every single resource that they could possibly have in order for them to win. Because if our whole goal is helping families, then if that's the goal, we want to make sure that we're giving them every single opportunity that's readily available at our fingertips for them to win. We don't want to hold back anything. Okay, so that means we're plugging them into the IM system properly. That means that we're plugging them into, the Helping Family system that that Marquita and Camille created to help to advance there and give them an extra boost in the learning curve. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're sending them to the site, and that we're helping them to get set up the right way, and that we're duplicating that process. Okay, so it's very, very, very important for everybody to be plugged in. Okay, because I've had people sometimes, they come in, and then I've given them the steps, you're giving them whatever, and I'm not saying try to babysit anybody. I don't want anybody to feel like you have to run in behind anybody, but make sure that you are conveying, when you're talking to them, the importance of them plugging in, because of the value of what is being laid before them. Okay, so that's the first thing. All right, and I didn't put any bullets under here. You guys just take notes. This is my son's birthday today, so I was like trying to do these slides really quickly. So I did a couple of them. So policing your people. All right, so here's the thing. I'm prior military, and my husband is too. Okay, we're both prior military. So in the military, of course, you have in the military, you have the Army, you have the Navy, you have the Air Force, you have the Marines. Okay, And if anybody knows the history of how the armed forces started, it started out with just the Army. It didn't have all of these other branches in the beginning. It started off with just the Army, okay? And then we got our other branches, our Air Force, our Marines, and everything to help to enhance the power of the fighting force that we have, that we call our United States military as a whole today, okay? And even though we have our Army, we have our Navy, we have our Air Force, we have all of these different divisions, overall, we have one fighting force, okay, that is called the United States Army. Now, in each individual sector with your Air Force or your Army, of course, it is important because we all have our missions and things that we need to do. And it was important for every squad leader, for every platoon sergeant, and for everybody to make sure that whoever was assigned to them, that they're making sure that they are pulling those people in and they're keeping them, you know, connected to what the overall goal and the overall vision was for our Army, but also what the mission is at hand for, you know, for our particular squad, okay? So we know, like Camille said, all right, you know, they're gonna start to have, you know, you guys, everybody has their multiple teams and everything like that, but we all have one big common goal, right? We all have one big common goal. So we want to create a sense of family. All right, we want to continue to duplicate that sense of family that we have with this overall movement with our people on our individual teams that we have, okay? We want to make sure that we're creating that sense of family and that we are relaying and conveying to those people as they're coming in that, hey, this is the overall mission. We want to help families, okay? And in order to do that, you know, this is our mission. So we're Wealth Culture. I'm with Wealth Culture. That's the name of my my team that I have, you know, and I make sure, and then, you know, we have the Wealth Search with us too as well. And you know, all these other teams that, you know, you guys have. But I make sure that I let them know that, listen, our overall goal here, all right, is for us to, in what we're doing, to help families still, okay? So I'm making sure that I'm relaying that as people come in. I want you to grow. I want people to grow their teams. I encourage them to, because I'm not there in their immediate community, and only you can, if you're in your immediate community, we want you to affect those people that are close to you, those people that are around you. So of course, we want that to happen, all right? But we want to make sure that we're still conveying the overall vision of what we're trying to do, and that everybody is staying on board with that. So by creating a sense of family, you know, because you have people coming from all walks of life, okay? You have people that have never, I have people in my organization that I've personally talked to, and they have some stories that just make you cry. There are some people that have never, they've had some really, really harsh lives, and they've never had a sense of family. And I've had a couple people to tell me, just by coming into this space, being in the chats, and everybody having access to other people, you know, encouraging them, their prayers, telling them, you know, that they're going to be able to make it and that they can do it. Do you know that there are some people out there that very seldom hear those words? So it's very important. This is not just about an individual thing. It's about being able to uplift not only ourselves, but make an impact and have a reach farther than our immediate space, okay? And then there's the checks and the balances. So I know another one of the things that I do is I'm always, as we're growing as leaders, you know, I know we get busy and things like that, but one of the things that I've done to try to make sure that they know that that they have my 100% support, in addition to, you know, everything else that they have, is I do checks and balances. And one of the ways that I do that is that I have a link. They can go and they can schedule, you know, with me to do one-on-ones. And then I'm able to continue to to reiterate and to give them extra resources and support, that they need, or if they need that. And I make sure that I check on people. Okay. I don't just, this is not just about me getting to wherever I need to be, but it's about making sure that people are really grasping and taking hold of, the information that they need to take hold of, and so that they can win. So I'm making sure that I am policing my people, because another thing too, and I didn't put this on here, I know that people's schedules are busy. And even though Marquita and Camille have created this amazing system, I know that they have very, very, very busy lives, okay? And, have, pretty busy schedules and things like that. So I try to make sure that I am being playing a very, very active role, with my team, to the degree that, whatever I can handle, whatever I can do to make sure that I'm putting their minds at ease, I do that, so that, I'm not bombarding, the other leaders or whatever, and having that sense of community where you have more people there to be able to help and answer those questions. Like Camille said earlier, it helps. And it helps me as a leader, okay? It helps me because sometimes, I may have something going on and immediately I might not be able to, to get to something. So having people there is very important. So the importance of system. So it leads me to this. What is the importance of having a system? And I talked about, community. So I'm leading into that, talking about how important it is to have that community around you, okay? Because like I said, some people have never felt or had a sense of community. And this movement has really been a blessing for a lot of people in more ways than what you would think, okay? Like I said, I've had personal testimonials from people to come and tell me how, just being a part of this group as a whole, thank you so much for, helping me to, or bringing me into this fold. Thank you so much for inviting me in, to be a part of helping families, because of, that sense of family that we create, that sense of community that we have, that sense of support that it gives, okay? So the sense of community is something that we all need. And I'll go back to what I said before, because here's my thing. I want everybody to win. I really want everybody to win, and that's my heart. And it should be the heartbeat of every single leader that we have, to want your team, the people that are under you, to win. And so with that being said, if there is a system that you can take advantage of, if you have a crown jewel, if you have an ace in the hole, if you have something that you can give, if the overall objective is for them to win, let's make sure that they have it. Let's make sure that they have every single resource available, because I'm not going to act like I know it all. It's been a blessing that they came and created this. And now comes to my transparent part. So going back to when I came into this thing some years ago, this wasn't available. There was no system that we had to go to make things easier for us. There was, you went to the IM Academy and you got on, the only product there was a harmonic scanner, and then you went and you got on live, and there wasn't as many live classes as there are now. And there wasn't that much trading live with the instructors as you guys and as everybody has now, okay? There wasn't a step-by-step guide, okay, given upon getting into this system. There wasn't a step-by-step guide, which is very important, because what we don't want to overlook is this. And this is one thing that I ran into before, they created this whole Helping Families movement. We can't say what someone else's learning curve will be. We can't say how easily someone else will pick up on something, versus we all have different learning curves. So by the mere fact that they came in and they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make this easier. We're going to make this easier for people. So now when we have people coming in, they have a place that they can go to that breaks things down. They have videos that they can look at, can watch and go. We didn't have any of that. They had a lot of people in leadership at that time with where I was. It wasn't with Helping Families, Okay, guys, make sure you guys know it wasn't Helping Families, but it was just plug and go. I didn't have any direction. There was not a lot of guidance that was given to me because a lot of them, were just, they were new too. So it was like, you can only pour out what you have. Okay. You can only get out of something. Nothing's going to come out of a glass but what's in it. Okay. So with that being said, they could only give me what they had. So having people come in and being able to connect to the platform, which is I Am, and being able to connect to helping families and get that extra support has been an absolute godsend for me, because it's allowed me to be able to do some things that I was not able to do before, because you have to understand, the demographics play a part, where people live play a part, how people view things play a part, people's learning curve all of that stuff plays a part, when people are coming into something, how they grasp and how they catch on to things. And so having a blueprint, said all that to say that helps you win, okay? We all need blueprint, okay? They've given us a blueprint, all right? And anytime you have a blueprint, you have things mapped out, then it's much easier to be able to go to a system and say, hey, boom, everything is laid out. This, and this, as opposed to if I don't really have all the answers yet and I'm scrambling trying to figure everything out. You know what I'm saying? People pick up on that. And what you don't want to do is create a sense of doubt in someone that you've just brought into this system. Because number one, they're already scared a lot of the times. They're already learning something that they, have probably never even heard of. So you don't want to create a sense of doubt, which brings me to my next. People need structure in new environments, okay? So anything that is new that someone is learning, there needs to be some structure. I'm so grateful that, and I've had people that, to come back in that were not, that got out before, they came back. And one of the things that they've said to me is that, you know what? Oh my God, now this is so much better. I love this. Everything is laid out. Now I can get with this. Okay, everything is laid out. Everything is, put out there for me. I know where to go. I know how to, to plug in. I'm able to set my stuff up, and do it thoroughly. I don't have to be sitting there for 2 and 3 days. Cause this was us, some years back. This was us initially in the beginning. We just had to figure it out. So having a blueprint that you can give your people, because that's what it is. It's a blueprint that you can give your people, and also create that sense of community amongst yourself, is only going to enhance and help you to win, okay? And the importance of leveraging each other. So success by degrees of separation. And I like the degrees of separation because it's like, for me, and this is, I'm not going to get all teary-eyed or anything like that, but this has been a real blessing for me. And because you never know who you're connected to. I learned that a very, very long time ago. You never know. You need to be always, I'm going to say always aware, but you never know, like when God is connecting you to people, and when he's connecting you, and I really feel like that, with Helping Families, this has been a very divine connection, because like I said, initially upon this coming into this opportunity, I had to figure some things out. Me and my husband both, we had to figure some things out. But once you get connected properly and you're connected to, the right people, then it has really been an absolute blessing, because you're able to win by those degrees of separation, because this person is connected to this person, is connected to that person, and then you're able to leverage not only other people, but the success of other people, okay? And so you're able to take out a lot of the work that you would have would have had to do. It puts you ahead of the curve and it gets you to your destination a little bit faster. So success by degrees of separation, just simply because I am associated with this person. Just like, and I'll put it like this, I'll use an example. Gold. This is a very good example. Gold. Marquita has been studying, and I remember the first time that I saw this girl. I went to this meeting in Nashville, and I remember seeing this girl, and she was in there, and she was so excited, and she had turned, how much was it? It was 16. She was telling her testimony about how she turned a very small amount of money into like almost $30,000, and I was like, and listen, at the time, I was still trying to figure some things out because I didn't have a lot of the support that I felt like that I needed. And little did I know that down the road, I would be able to connect again and be able to be in the space that I am in now with it. But I want to say gold. Now, by her being able to be intimate with it and her relationship that she has with it, and the fact that she has taken out her time to study and taken out her time to get to know and become intimate with gold, we get to get on every single week in a chat group based off of her relationship with gold, and we're able to benefit. That's success by degrees of separation, because she's connected with gold in the way that she's connected to it, and we are connected to her. That's how we're able to profit and win. Okay? So that's success by degrees of separation. All right? So I'm always mindful that whenever I am connected to somebody that has a certain it can be anything in life, certain giftings, or in a certain place, they're at a certain level, I take those things seriously. Okay? Because we all want to be successful. So it's very important to recognize who's in the room and who you're in the room with. Okay? It's very important to recognize, because I'm the type of person, I want to make sure that I'm taking full advantage of all of my blessings. And that's a very key thing that I think a lot of people miss even in life. When you better know and be sensitive enough that whenever you walk in the room, to realize who you're in the room with, to realize a lot of times, how you can connect, and to realize how you can be blessed and where certain blessings are coming from. Okay? So I would never disconnect. That is a power source. Okay? So that is a power source, and I'm very, very appreciative. But that is success that I get every single week because of degrees of separation, because of her relationship that she has. Okay? And the same thing with Kathy Kirkland. Same thing. We're getting on. Everybody gets on live or with any other instructor that we have. Success by degrees of separation. Okay? Sorry. So one of the other things that I wanted to say when I'm talking about the success of degrees of separation, I'll be transparent and continue to tell. Like, so when I was able to come back, because I got really, really, really sick, and after I had all the other strokes and all that other good stuff, I had some floating blood clots in my chest, and I remember. I think I got in touch with Camille. I had gotten sick, because, I let my membership lapse. There was some frustration behind it because, and I'm being transparent, y'all, there was some frustration behind a lot of things because I didn't feel like I was getting all the support that I probably should have. I felt like, hey, it's more important for me to be a number to help a person get a paycheck on Friday than for me to be able to win and to become educated. That's how I felt. I was frustrated. Okay. I was extremely frustrated. I didn't feel like that there was a care and concern for me as a trader. That's how I felt. And so when I got hospitalized, that last particular time, everything had lapsed. I really wasn't paying attention to it because, I had like 7 floating blood clots in my lungs at one time. And I remember me reaching out to Camille. And I remember her reaching out to Dr. Jewel and her taking the time. This is very important. She took the time, and Dr. Jewel is very, very busy. She's busy. She took the time to reach out, to pray for me while I was in the hospital. She prayed for me. And every single time, there's not one time that either one of these ladies, whether it's been Camille or even Dr. Jewel herself, she's always remained an encouragement. She's always, said, okay, pushed me and fought for me, even when it seemed like I was just all over the place. You can do this, okay? That is what helping families is about. That is what I got. I said, you know what? This type of support, this is what I needed. I needed it, not only just as a trader, but I needed for someone to say, as me being a person, I needed for someone to say, you know what? We can do this. Not you can do this, but we are going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to win. We are going to make it. And giving me that sense of community helped to push me to where I am today, because they'll tell you, I was all over the place. I wasn't where I am today. A lot of people are coming in new, and you guys see me training and doing education, but they can tell you even up, I say maybe even a year ago, I wasn't this person. I was somebody else. But not one time, degrees of separation, being able to have certain connections with people and them speaking into your life and them continuously saying, hey, you know what? You're going to make it. You're going to be able to do this. This is what you need to do. Just those degrees of separation help to get me from that point to this point today, to the point to where I'm I'm more on fire than I've ever been about it. I have a whole new outlook on it. I want to duplicate what somebody did for me. Now, my heartbeat is to help families. So I understand, their heartbeat, and that is my heartbeat, because that's what they did for me. Okay, and that's what this system is about. It's about making sure that we as a collective win, that we as a whole win. And what I did understand about it was, it's I didn't feel small. I didn't feel minimized. I felt empowered, and that's very important for a leader, and that could be tricky, because sometimes as a leader, when you're going and going and growing and growing, what I'm saying, to still be able to do what you do and make, you can be, she's a chairman 100 and I'm a platinum 1000, but, and Camille's about to be a chairman 10. I'm a, and I have been a 600 for a minute, a 150, but still to feel empowered, when being able to encounter, having encounters with them and still be able to feel empowered, getting on, with Marquita, I don't know if I could really do this. I was very, very nervous trying to start to do a lot of different things. Them pushing me out of my comfort zone and being able to help me to feel empowered all at the same time. I never felt minimized. And that's what I want to make sure that I am doing for all of the other traders. We want to empower them. We want to give them a sense of family. We want to make sure that they understand that they can win. We want to make sure that they understand that they can do this. We want to make sure that they understand that we are with them. We want to make sure that they understand that they have a blueprint. There's no need to go in and reinvent the wheel. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, all right? Because some of the best inventions have been made off of ideas that have already been born, okay? And that's just business, okay? Some of the best inventions that you'll ever see they were created off of ideas that were already born, okay? So being able to take what they have given as a stepping stool and as a resource and enhance my team has been one of the biggest blessings that I have had since I've been a part of I Am. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. Because the truth of the matter is this. From my own experience, the first go around, when someone brings you into this opportunity, there is not an obligation for them to do anything else but to share the opportunity with you. Because there are a lot of teams and a lot of, all over, we have thousands and thousands of traders all over this company, great education. And a lot of the leadership throughout, the company, there are a lot of teams that feel like, hey, I got you in, I plugged you into the system. You have everything that you need. Because truth be told, you really actually do have everything that you need on that platform to win. Okay? So the fact that these two ladies have taken out their time, I want to personally tell them thank you so much, taking out their time to give you more leverage to say, okay, I know that we have this, but let me make sure that I am covering all bases for people that are coming from all walks of life, all learning curves, so that they are able to grasp this in a way. Maybe, going straight here might be difficult. So let me funnel it this way so that people can understand it better, maybe doing it this way. And I'm very, very appreciative that they did that. And they have given us this as, to utilize and to implement in our personal teams and the teams that we have. We can take this, implement this system, and help families to win. So that's my spill on this, guys. Hope I wasn't too long-winded because my husband said I'd be talking too much. But I'm very, very appreciative of helping families. And I just wanted to, as a leader, come on here and tell you guys what being able to plug into this system has done for me and what I know it's able to do for others. So don't shortchange your people. In other words, when your people are coming on, give them everything you got. Give them everything that that they can possibly have, because anybody that knows, when you can glean from other people and grow from other people's knowledge, or if you're able to enhance or grow, we're all growing exponentially from Marquita's knowledge, okay? And like I said, it's not something that they had to do. It wasn't mandatory. It was a thing of the heart that they did to say, hey, you know what? In addition to everything else, this is what we're going to do. And we as leaders are very blessed to be a part of helping families. And I know that they want us to create and brand ourselves. They want us to grow, but they want us to make sure. And I personally always make sure, and I let all my people know, hey, this is who we are, but this is our mission, to help families, because this is the overall goal. Because even though we are Wealth Culture, Wealth Surge, or whatever your team is, even though this is, our local hometown thing or whatever, whoever you're reaching out to, I always let them know. But the overall goal here, guys, is to help families, help our family, and for other people, and to help other people's families too. Okay, that should be the heartbeat of every single leader, to be able to be a blessing, not only to your family, but to your community too as well. So that's me, guys. Y'all can have it back. If y'all can have it back.
Freddi.
Freddi!
Freddi!
Oh I'm sitting here driving, you guys. It literally almost brought me to tears. You guys, let me tell you something. I say it all the time. I am extremely honored. I do what I do for what Freddi just shared. You know what I mean? The mission, the goal. Literally, I have been away from my family. I had to go to Camille House because I have had nonstop launches every hour on the hour. Leaving church, from church, literally doing launch calls to be able to launch other people's businesses, to be able to help them to spread the message, to be able to share this education. That is commitments. I have sacrificed. You have sacrificed. Camille, Freddie, every time we all get on here, whether it's providing the extra, the leadership, you see what I'm saying, the trainings, this is all extra. But the one thing that I love is that we all have the same mission. And let me tell you something. Because of the mission, because of the integrity, because of our hearts, let me tell you, we will far surpass anyone that has hit massive ranks at a very short amount of time. We will have sustaining growth. Hear me when I say this. It may seem as if it's taking many of you guys months and years to be able to reach ranks that you have always wanted to reach. But hear me when I say this. When you set a solid foundation, I'm telling you, that is the heartbeat of what you got going on. It will sustain. And what we are building is sustainability, you guys, to be able to impact the masses of other people that are coming by. Yes, when we see other people popping these ranks of 250 and 500 and 1,000, you get excited as if it's already you, because we have something that so many people do not have. Trust me, and Freddie had already said it. They do not have the blueprint of putting other people in before them. They don't have the blueprint of really mastering and helping people. The only blueprint they had is seeing success for themselves, and it would not sustain. But over here, it is going to sustain. And every last one of you guys on here, get ready, because y'all are about to get ready to reach them chairman ranks. And I'm talking a skipping rank anointing. I'm not talking about hitting one rank and then you're just waiting at that rank. That season is over. It is over. So the amount of discipline and the amount of time and effort that you guys continue to keep putting into this thing, I promise you, it is going to pay off. And we are going to literally, and I've said it from the beginning of time, that we will be the largest profitable trading group there is in the entire world, and we will make massive increase. But it's going to start with you making sure that you stay the course, making sure that you stay consistent, making sure that it doesn't matter if you get discouraged, because I can promise you this: discouragement will come, heartbreak will come, and when it shows up, I'm telling you, better not continue to keep feeding it. You better not continue to keep feeding it, because if you press past the discouragement, on the other side of it is tremendous wealth. And so you're going to always hit obstacles. And that's with anything that you do in life. There was always resistance on the other end of that thing. All right. So if you're hitting that resistance and you're hitting that resistance, just know that there's so much more on the other side of it. So when I tell you guys, I am so extremely proud. And many of the people that's a part of this squad and a part of this team, let me tell y'all something. Many of you guys are not even a part of my team personally. I don't benefit at all. But let me tell you something, I can care less. It's a bigger mission. It's a bigger cause. It's so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than Camille. It's so much bigger than Freddie. It's so much bigger than Tanisha, Tashana, Chris, anybody else that's on here. It's so much bigger than us, you guys. When I tell you, when you begin to put people first and you begin to put others first and not just think about yourself, what happens is a flood begins to chase you down, and people want to be a part of people that have a bigger mission and got them on their heart. So that's why we continue to keep putting before you guys, what are your goals, what are this, because my head is down. At the end of the day, everything that's going to happen for me, that's going to happen for Camille, happen for Freddie, happen for every single leader on here, it's going to happen, but it's going to happen faster if you continue to keep putting other people first. And that's the space in the industry that we're in. And Freddie, girl, let me tell you something. I'm so proud of you. Y'all are listening to you talking about you don't want to get choked up. Y'all are listening. I'm sorry. Y'all are listening to someone that was a year ago. We were praying and believing for her. She had multiple strokes. She had been through so much on life support, but have come on this thing and have grasped it. Her husband was tearing the game up in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? But she came back at it. She came back strong, and she didn't allow her past, anything to discourage her. And look at the leader she has become. I am excited to see the leader that she will become in the next 2 years. Do you understand what I am saying? This thing is bigger than you, it's bigger than I, it's bigger than all of us. And we have to be able to go out and run just like this every single day. We have to run like we're homeless. We have to run like we at the bottom. I run like I ain't got nothing. I run like I don't got money. Because it's not enough. What I have is not enough. It's not enough for me to go out and literally buy up whatever I need to buy up for an entire country. I can't go out and literally buy homes and things like that I really want to do for the multitudes of people. It's not enough. So I have to run like I'm broke. I have to. And y'all got to run like you broke. You can't treat this business like it's just something. Like it's a hobby. If you treat it like a hobby, you will get paid like it's a hobby. But if you take everything that we're sharing, everything that we're talking about, and you run full-fledged with it, you get in here, you get in the trenches, you talk to people, you sit up here. I mean, I'm telling you, my schedule is popped. It's popped, but I don't care. I can literally be doing a call. Somebody call me and I'm getting on with them. Hold on 1 minute. Let me try to figure it out. Put it in there. Why? Because it's a bigger mission. My mission is to see in each and every last one of you guys pop the ranks that you desire. My mission never changed. If you put in that chat that your goal is to become a chairman 25, I'm going to stick that thing way out with you to the very end. It don't matter if it's 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. That's the dedication that this squad and this team has. Now it's time to run like we have never run before. Freddi just laid the blueprint down to you guys. He said, look, we already have the blueprint. We have it. It's working. People are winning. We're seeing success. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. All we have to do is implement, and we have to run full-fledged like we never run before. It should never be a day that goes by, you guys, that you are not. I am still in my car. I'm just about to pull into my garage. Do you understand? To say hello to my family, they probably sleep. Do you understand what I'm saying? This thing is major, it's huge, and it's affecting people's lives. Once you get I am inside of you, it's over. You have to get this particular industry inside of you. If not, there's no passion there. There's no passion there for you to be able to change and affect the lives of other people, because you're still at the point where you're thinking about yourself. So Freddi, I want to say I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you and John. I mean, you guys are going to make some major, the sky is the limit as to what he's going to do in your life where trading is concerned. But I don't even know what it's going to look like, but I know it's good. I know it's great. And everything that you all have already done, let me tell you something. He's about to get ready to elevate you far beyond what, you have ever imagined, where trading and building and everything is concerned. And God is no respecter of a person. So please hear me when I say that. Freddi, you got me so pumped, because my one mission and my one goal is for everybody to be able to understand the mission and the heartbeat of behind what we are doing right now. I have always been passionate about helping people. I have always been passionate about making sure that people see tremendous success and get it and understand it. That's how we're going to change lives. That's how we're going to affect the masses of people. That's how we're going to pop rank. That's how all of you guys on here. Let me see who's on here right now. Okay, so we got Brittany on here. Brittany, get ready, chairman. We got Deborah, get ready, chairman. We got Davina, don't stop, get ready, chairman, because it's coming. It's already here. Dominique, chairman, get ready. Jackie, chairman. iPhone Veronica, get ready, chairman. John, chairman. Keisha, chairman. Tish, chairman. Sacagawea, chairman. Miss Jones, chairman. Sharon, chairman. Shirley, chairman. Tamara, chairman. Tashana, chairman. All of you guys are chairmans. Let me tell you something, because you're on here and it's 10 o'clock at night, my time, PM, Central Standard. Some of you guys, it may be later. But see, let me tell you something. You guys are set apart and set aside because everybody's not willing. Everybody's not willing to literally jump on a call at 10 o'clock at night to continue to get motivation and inspiration that continues to keep them going. So you already there. Already clap your hands. Already celebrate. Don't try to figure out where all the other people are coming from and who they're coming from and how you gonna make chairman. That's not up for you to figure out. So stop trying to figure it out. All you gotta do is do the watch God behind you and he below the word. It says the only thing you have to do is put your hands to the plow and watch God be God and watch him do exactly what he's supposed to. So Camille, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you guys. I love y'all so much. I'm just excited. Camille, it's on you, girl.
Well, I don't have anything else to say. She said it all for me. Freddi, I'm so proud of you, John. You're an amazing husband to Freddi, to support and make her rest when she need to rest. But Freddi really said a lot of stuff that was in my head. Like we talked earlier today, because I was running some stuff by her and she just had so much wisdom. So I was like, Freddi, I need to do the leadership call. And she was so willing to do it. But everything that she said, you know, just really spoke to really what our heart is, where this mission is concerned. And so I'm not going to prolong what, you know, has already been stated, but my sentiments exactly, Freddi, we love you so much. We thank you for what you do. Jackie and John and Tish and Davina for stepping in there as leaders to help train the team. Because just like everyone's not on Marquita's team, everybody's not on Freddi's team, everybody's not on Tish's team or Davina's team, but it's that degrees of separation that Freddi talked about. All of us are benefactors because we have chosen to partner together in the same mission. And so I'm just really proud of everybody for even sticking it out, jumping on this leadership call. All of our trainers, thank you so much. We're eternally grateful for, you know, your heart to help as many families as possible as well. And so we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap the call. Make sure you take a look into the team chat. We want to know your goals for the week. Like Marquita said, what are your goals? Accountability is key. So find you an accountability partner if you don't have one. Every day, me and Marquita talk about what our goals are. You know, not just because she's on my team, but then I check in. Freddi, you know, frequently texts me throughout the week. Hey, Mill, I got this. You see, I follow up with Dr. Jewel. Hey, I got this, and this. You know, so I'm really, what did John say? Let me see. Oh yeah, the chairman team party. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm only 36 people away from hitting chairman. So we like right there. I mean,
Let's go.
I'm like lost for words, like literally, because like Marquita said, and this is definitely a point of growth, because I can tell y'all this, literally a year into IM, when we didn't really know a lot and have stuff like Freddi said, I legit hit chairman in my first year in this company. But I was only chairman for one day. And the reason why is because the company was growing so fast that they changed the servers, which then declined lots of payments. I legit went from a chairman 10 from a day to a 2,000. So you could imagine an average person would have quit, you know? So of course, coming back to it, I had to ask myself, why are these people not wanting to re-put their card on file? And so over the years, that's when we started talking about systems and how can we make things better. And a lot of that is what created, you know, what we have today, because our thing is retention, because we know the value of what we have. So this is where leadership comes into place, being a problem solver. You see what I'm saying? Being a problem solver to know, okay, if this is not working, we need to go back and figure out what is working. You know, and so like Marquita said, it's going to be maintained, you know, so as soon as I hit, I'm ready for the next chairman, you know, like I'm ready for the next chairman to come. I mean, it's going to be so dope to have a Helping Families chairman. And I'm believing God by this time next year, when IM has this next live event, everybody on this line is at a chairman level. That is the goal. Everybody on this line is at a chairman level. So it's time to put our hands to the plow. Like Marquita said, he gonna bless the works of our hands. That's that trading. That's that helping other people, everything like that. So let's just get to it. I'm so excited. We got some launch parties coming up this week. If you want to do a launch party, a live, hit us up. Like when I tell you, we got about 3 to 5 every day this week, but we still got space for more. So let's just be real clear. You know, we got major goals, and if you got major goals, we want to help you hit those goals. So every person on here that's want chairman, like Marquita said, we running with you till you hit chairman. And I'm like super grateful. And I'll just say this, I'm super grateful for Marquita, because she's been a very, you know, much of an encouragement for me and a cheerleader for me, like even in this space. So it's always great to have those people around you who support you, who, you know, encourage you. Like, even when you feel like quit and like, man, bump it. But it's like, no, we got goals. We have things that we need to accomplish. Because even when a lot of people quit, when all that stuff happened, when I hit chairman and people lost ranks, some people did quit. And it was a challenge, but I was like, I got to stick with it. I got to stick with it. You know, and then having those people that'll stick with you, period. Like your riders. Like, I mean, I'm just grateful for all of y'all on here. I'm trying to find a way to have y'all team names or something on my chairman flyer or something. I mean, because I didn't do it by myself. Success is a team sport, and that's what helping families is about, creating that team so that we can all see success. So I love you guys. I thank y'all so much for, you know, jumping on and your leadership and your support just across the board. And let's get it this week. Go ahead and post your, before you go to bed, post your goals in for the week. If there's any way any of us can help you guys, definitely let us know. And we'll be talking to y'all in the chat, on the phone, or whatever that looks like. So y'all have a good night. God bless. See y'all.